Dear friend, it's a blessing to come to you today. What a wonderful time that we just have. This is August 2019. One of the things that have interested me this week is what God did in Genesis chapter 1, 2, and 3. The Bible says in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was void, empty, and dark. But then the Bible says the Spirit of God was hovering over the top of the waters. And then God said, "Let there be light." That word, the combination of the Word and the Spirit, is what worked wonders. Because when the world and the earth that we live on was void of direction, was full of darkness, and you couldn't tell the east from the west, the Bible says it was empty, void. It was formless. You couldn't tell the valleys from the hills, from the lakes, from the rivers. Everything was in there. The world I equated to what you call a construction site, whereby a construction site, if you go there, you'll find sand, stones, every construction material. But that does not tell you what kind of building and how beautiful the building will be until the master builder begins to mix the stones, the bricks, and all the materials there. And then you can be able to tell out of the mess what a nice and wonderful building there was in that mess. It's the same way. We live in a unique world. Even with the 7 wonders of the world, we are in there, in the mix-up of everything. But God, through the word that He spoke, He started to bring form, fullness, light, a future and a direction out of the mess. If we bring it home, many times our lives are like a construction site. Or some of us are in a time like the world, the way it was in Genesis chapter 1, full of darkness, messed up, confused, void, with no direction. But the good news is the Spirit of the Lord is right there and is waiting for the word to be spoken. When we speak the word, it builds form, it builds direction. It puts flesh, a body, it puts beauty, it puts uniqueness to what was a mess before. So my friend, maybe, perhaps, you never know, you are in that kind of life where things don't seem to be working. Everything is a mess. Your life is a mess. Your relationships, your family, your finances, everything is confused. Your life is like a construction site. But out of that, what you need to do is to start to speak. The Bible says life and death are in the power of the tongue. What you say, what you speak, mixes up with the Spirit of God, and a direction is made. Today you might be messed up and mixed up and confused and empty and full of darkness. But open your mouth and speak a new lease of life. The Bible says this is the day the Lord has made. The Lord makes the day. And He has given you power to use your tongue to make a new day, a new future. You are better than what you think you are. The best is within you. Just speak it out and it will happen. And your life will be better.